Hi, babe.
Hey, babe.
We totally didn't discuss what we were going to say when I made the volume lower.
Right, but I already have it in my head.
Oh. Okay, then disregard what I'm saying.
We're going to discuss Jeff.
Okay.
Proceed.
Good intro, babe.
Maybe we could put the candle by his hands and keep him warm like a little street trash. Like,
Yeah, it's not very effective, though.
Oh.
How do you say your last name, Jeffrey?
Plewa.
See?
Liar.
Nobody knows how to say
Yeah, that's why I asked. It was... I figured it wasn't phonetic.
it. Nobody knows how to say it.
Jeffrey, do you prefer Jeffrey or Jeff?
Jeff's fine.
J-Dog,
That's fine.
P-Dog.
I knew you didn't know how to say it because when you were talking about it last time, you just said Jeff. Usually you'd say the last name.
Pluba, pubers.
Yeah, that's why I avoided saying it. Yeah. So, say it again.
Plewa.
Pleva.
Like pleasure.
What is that?
Polish.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Polska kielbasa.
Off to a good start.
Polak on your hands.
Mm-hmm. That's all right. I'm half Mexican, so I'm way worse than that.
He claims it, but...
Can't you tell by our
never
shitty
see
yard
it.
work?
It's supposed to look beautiful.
I know, but it's like half done.
It's because you really only go with your white guy side on most things.
So, Jeff, you're a brutal metal singer, aren't you?
Try to be.
Yeah? You should know how to use a mic. You got to bring it a little bit closer.
A little closer.
Ew.
A little.
It got uncomfortable for me
Yeah,
to
it
see
did.
that.
No homo. Emblazoned.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys active still?
We are, but we're not. I don't know why. But
What would the other
we just
dudes in the band say?
they write. You know, I haven't been out there in a long time, but they're still
Well, you're
writing.
the slacker.
Yeah. But they're still writing, and I don't know.
In hopes that someday
kinda-
you'll visit.
So you guys are kind of like Tool, just like an album every 10 years?
That's, yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
They
But
just
that
wanna
album's
keep,
going to be...
they
Tony
just
and-
wanna keep
Nice.
putting albums.
Tony and I were doing a little research, and, we were looking at the band's page and everything and realized that the name is far too easy to read, so you guys probably aren't that brutal.
Yeah, you're
Because
definitely
any
not brutal
good death
enough.
metal band, you can't read their logo.
No.
Yeah.
So you
You
can
gotta work on
actually, it's
that.
legible.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Your
well,
lyrics,
you guys
like,
are pretty
your
much
lyrics
like
aren't-
Five Finger Death Punch, is what I'm saying.
I can't understand your lyrics because you're so very angry, but I can understand your name, so I'm confused on how to feel about it.
So how did you realize, I don't know what these poppies are, how did you realize that you could, scream
Do that?
gutturally?
I don't know. Just trying it for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to do my whole life.
What were your early vocal influences?
Early Corey Taylor.
Mm.
Slipknot.
Okay.
That's what started it all.
Okay.
Yeah, Slipknot.
Yeah. Well, that's a good guy to follow.
Corey Taylor, and then Glenn Benton, Deicide,
Mm.
George Fisher, Cannibal Corpse.
Yeah. Those are scary
Yeah.
bands, babe. You've never heard of them.
Yes, I've heard of Cannibal Corpse.
Yep.
Yeah, they were in Ace Ventura.
Why?
When he goes into that bar,
No,
that's the band playing.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. That movie's probably so old you guys haven't seen it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have a thing happening.
You're just going to have to deal with it.
It's
Deal with it.
janky. It's janky.
Sorry, we're not that successful yet.
Oh, well, yeah.
So yeah, the reason why I asked how you discovered you could scream, because occasionally when Tony and I are in the car, we will like see who can do the most brutal death metal scream.
I win every time.
Yeah, typically. I have a bitch voice.
And then I'm like, and then
I don't know that we have the proper technique. There
No,
is
it's
technique,
supposed to be
right?
from your throat.
Yeah.
We
Right.
watched a
Yeah,
video.
You can really fuck yourself up.
We did. We watched several YouTube videos. It didn't help.
No.
No. What YouTube videos did you watch?
Honestly, I didn't start with that at all. Nothing.
That's a new thing, new thing.
Yeah, YouTube's pretty new.
It's not really something you can teach, honestly. It's just figuring it out.
Yeah, I think that's
it?
true. I don't know. You can either do it or you can't, and you realize you can, because I mean, I've listened to metal for most of my life, and you'd think you'd be able to pick something up, but you can't.
Yeah. Just imagine all the metal screamers out there that didn't even try.
I know.
Untapped potential.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Of some. So, do you consider yourself a singer?
That's what I always say.
Can you sing without screaming?
I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I just never applied it to anything, really.
What's your, like, if there is something that you didn't want anybody to know that you listened to, that you sang along with, what would that be? And there's like honestly 12 people who listen to this, so you're fine.
It's my whole family.
Honestly, not really anything I'd be embarrassed to say. I mean,
yeah, well, I got to ask it in a salacious way, or else it's not entertaining. Yeah, I listen to all sorts of shit, and I don't care what anybody says. Mm-hmm. So,
okay.
Well, what's something somebody wouldn't expect
that I would listen to?
Yeah,
that you listen to
that you're
on
into
occasion,
musically.
That you're like, I listen to that sometimes.
I listen to a lot of hip hop.
Oh, me too.
I mean, that's not really something nobody would expect, but honestly, probably more hip hop than anything.
That's interesting.
What are you listening to right now?
I always go old school Tupac.
Oh shit!
Tupac
yeah.
shaker.
Oh shit! Yeah. I wasn't ever the biggest Tupac fan. I grew up in SoCal, Southern California, for the layperson.
God, that sounds so douchey.
Yeah, well,
I grew up in SoCal, bruh.
I'm a douche.
And you hate when people call it like Cali. Well, you used to. And they're like, a certain company, you'll get like real cool guy. I grew up in SoCal.
No, never.
And then you do the.
Nope, I don't ever do that.
You could.
Okay.
What was your first concert you ever went to? That you paid to go see, not like, oh, my parents took me to go see, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, no Summerfest concerts.
It was something down at the Shorewood Legion Hall in Milwaukee. I probably Veil of Maya when they were first starting. Amora Savant, if you remember them.
Nope.
From around here.
No.
No, no, how long was that ago?
That was probably like 2006, 2005.
How old were you?
How old was I? 14, 15, something like that. 15.
Fuck. Jesus. I had like all my kids already.
You did have your kids. They were screaming just like Jeff.
No, they weren't. Oh. What else we got? Hey, I just got to say, it's super cool how grounded you've stayed with all the success of Stranger Things. It's really cool of you. Do you still live in Wisconsin, I take it? Yeah. You play Hopper, of course, right?
Yes.
No one's ever said that before.
No.
He's probably like, oh, God, I fucking hate this. I knew this was going to happen.
When that show first came out, it was like every day somebody would personally text me on my number. Not just like, post something on Facebook. They would personally text me and be like,
oh, God.
Hey, you know who you look like?
No, who?
Like, no, yeah, exactly.
Who, you fuck?
Who?
Yeah, that's funny. But it isn't. I know. I'm sorry. That's annoying.
I've grown to accept it.
Yeah.
I've actually grown to like it a little bit.
Yeah?
Oh, you're embracing it.
Yeah.
Well, I think everybody means it as a compliment.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Because you're a handsome dude and Hopper's handsome.
Okay.
I'm comfortable saying that.
Now he's playing some kind of superhero guy, and now he's beefing up and getting rid of his dad bod.
Is he playing Hellboy?
He is?
Is he Hellboy?
I think it's Hellboy.
Oh. Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
I love Hellboy. Yeah, shut up.
I don't really care for it. What else?
What else?
So you're pretty how do I say this? You're in shape.
Try to be.
Yeah.
Try my damnedest.
You have some martial arts you study?
Yeah.
Some disciplines?
Yeah.
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 What are those?
Over the past year or so. Mostly just like Muay Thai, kickboxing, that kind of thing. I started doing jiu-jitsu, but then I actually injured both my shoulders rolling one day, and
wow.
I'm going to take a step back from that.
and just start kicking things?
Yeah, pretty much. Just work on stand-up, striking, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
What? Now you weren't always this specimen. You were a slob at one time.
Yeah. Yeah, for lack of a better word.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What was it what was the fucking straw that broke the camel's back? You're just like, no, not anymore.
It was actually, I was barely 18 years old, and I was having these episodes of tachycardia in my sleep.
What the hell is that?
It's where your heartbeat just races.
Huh.
It's like 130, 140 beats per minute. And I would have that during sleep. I actually got hooked up to a heart monitor for 7 days.
Jesus.
Yeah. And they monitored my heart, and I was just super unhealthy. I would have these like attacks randomly.
Christ.
And I was like, I got to do something about this. They told me they had to put me on medication and all this. Yeah.
God. That's not funny.
Did you get put on medication? Or
I
like,
did.
no, I'm going to change this on my own?
I did get put on medication, and I took it for like maybe a month. And then I started working out and trying to get into shape, and I was taking that at the same time. And it made me feel really weird.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So I was just like, fuck it. I'm going to turn everything around.
So there you go, babe. We just have to have some sort of terrible physical ailment happen, and we'll like be fully motivated.
Maybe if we just punch each other in the chest a lot?
Maybe.
It took a long time to like stick with it though. It was like from that point on I realized I had to do something, but it wasn't until like maybe 4 years ago that it actually like really came into play.
Sure. Dang. I was hoping that'd be a funnier story.
I saw a picture on Instagram of you. That's like a side-by-side picture, and you had a shirt off or something, and it was when you were larger.
How much weight did you lose, like, from your heaviest?
Initially, it was like just under 80 pounds.
Dude,
So,
nice. That's pretty good. And your heart's good now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No meds? No medication?
No meds. I'm good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now,
He had a nice rack
say what?
in that picture. He had real nice boobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like before?
I can say that now because he doesn't have... Well, now he's got pecs.
Oh, no, I still got boobs.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, I was really
What was like the
impressed.
nipple size?
I feel like it was
like
a little
average
bit
size
larger
nipples, or
Yeah.
because they were protruding out because they had a breast also. A small...
tread lightly. I still kind of have man boobs, so
Yeah, but you're so handsomely hairy that it just...
thanks. Thank
just
you
like-
for sharing that with everybody.
Fills
Yeah.
it in.
Yeah.
Fills it in.
Yeah, you
you
can't really
can't
see what's
tell.
happening. I am a fucking Sasquatch for the most part. It's disturbing. Yeah, I have to really win a woman over, and I had to in order for now. Listen, I got to talk to you about something. You know, going into the first intimate situation, you're going to encounter something that you probably have never seen before, and it's an immense amount of body hair. So, you know, I would totally understand if you wanted to like turn around at this point, but I just feel like I should forewarn her. She stuck with it, so.
At that point, I just wanted to jump your bones. So I was so turned on.
Who says jump your bones?
This person.
1990 cold.
I do want to go back.
Hey, Jeff, I heard this rumor, and it hasn't happened. I mean, I've lost some weight, but, like, this hasn't happened to me. It's said that when you lose a significant amount of weight, your ding-dong seems to get a little bit bigger. Your weenie.
Well, I mean, I would think, yeah.
So, did you
So
notice
he
an
wasn't-
improvement?
Oh,
So he
yeah.
wasn't
Oh, yeah.
measuring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I just got to lose more weight. That's it. That's it, babe.
Everything else around it goes down, so, you know.
Yeah, like
That's true.
fuga.
Yeah.
Fuka.
Fuka. Oh, well, you're putting a whole new twist on it.
Fat upper cock area?
Yeah, I'm just used to the fat upper dick area.
Oh, Fuda. Oh, I guess you
Fuka.
could really call it
How do you pronounce it?
Fuda,
Fuda.
Fuda.
and then fupa.
Fupa, right.
I'm the proud owner.
Oh.
You're the proud
Oh,
owner. You guys aren't.
Yeah. Wonder what that's like.
No, that's fine.
Awkward silence. What else? What
Are
else
we
you
taking
got?
a moment of silence for your
A moment
fuda?
of silence for what?
For your fuda?
No. No.
For Jeff's lost fuda.
Well, I'm happy that you're not going to die and that you're in shape.
Yeah. It's.
Are you still going to school to be a fireman?
Yes. Well, right now it's just EMT,
and
then eventually going to go back for paramedic, but
Damn.
get EMT out of the way first.
This guy's just like.
So you.
I'm gonna do
How does that work?
Awesome.
Do you do the fireman thing? The fireman.
It's
fireman thing.
I never went full time. I had a job, and then
Sure.
I want to have a little bit of a life.
Weightlifting and whatnot. Yeah,
it's a priority, man.
No, absolutely.
I want to
commitment.
Yeah. Like as
but
much
yeah.
as I want to make fun of you for being all,
man, lay it
but
on.
I know I can't because I'm kind of envious. Like, I feel like for a guy my size, I should be able to beat people up, and I don't think I could.
I can't even do a real push-up. I have to do push-ups against the wall in the gym.
Oh, babe,
And
you
it
could have not
hurts.
told anybody that.
And it hurts.
Yeah, but you're,
No. Girls can do push-ups.
no, I
not
know they're
this
capable
one.
of them.
Not
but
this one.
It's okay.
And I'm like shaking. That's how bad it is. Like, oh my God, it's fucking pathetic. But I'm in there.
How many push-ups can you do, Jeff?
I have no idea.
No, that's not a priority in Muay Thai.
So you're weightlifting? Like, you're trying to be a bodybuilder?
No, I honestly don't even really lift weights anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it seems like that's kind of tapered off a little bit.
Yeah, it's way too taxing on the body if I want to go and do this.
So bad.
Kind of thing.
My sister has a friend, and she does hardcore
She's
bodybuilding.
fucking scary.
Really?
Yeah.
So she
in an impressive way. I don't
It's
mean
impressive,
that as an insult.
But and I just fucking adore this girl. But when she's walking, her legs are buckled in. Like, she just looks like she's in pain. Like, her knees kind of go towards each other. And she's got... It's so bad. She's fucked up her body so bad. And she's only done it for like 2
Pooch.
years. Yeah, he
This
loves...
motherfucker.
He's just a lover. He's kind of an asshole. But yeah, like, it was appealing to me at first.
Mhm.
And then I was like, oh no. Like, so quickly her body just shit on her. But she's still doing it. She's like super committed to it, and she doesn't ever want to stop because she's breaking all these records. But look, like her body.
Like powerlifting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's brutal shit.
Yeah. That's kind of what I was doing for a while. And
Yeah,
And
I can't do
she's
it.
she's like a V, her body. Like her back, and then like her legs are just ridiculous. And then it's just like
She could just squeeze a dick off. Like,
she might be able to pinch.
like if she got
a dick
really mad
right
at a
off
dude, just
at the
like
base.
flex. Done. You're gone, pal.
Gonzo.
Yeah.
Straight
There's
up
a-
micro penis
there's
after
a-
that.
beastly woman on YouTube that like crushes watermelons between her legs. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
I was like, between her legs
Jesus.
or under her tits? Because there's also a YouTube lady that does it with like her tits.
Shut up.
No, I'm so serious.
Crushes watermelons?
Yeah.
With her boob?
Yeah.
Come on, babe.
Or cans and stuff. Yeah.
That's heavy.
She crushes cans with her cans.
I don't know that.
That's a different video.
I mean,
if you ever
to each their own, but I don't know if that's something I'd be into.
because they're giant and fake.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
But that's how she got famous. Sort of famous.
because
that's
of
how
her
she
big
got on
fake
YouTube.
tits?
Yes, that crushed thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. So how much schooling do you have left before you're a professional EMT?
Not much.
No?
Next week is my last day of class, and then I have my state registry on the 21st.
Holy shit.
How long was the process?
Dude.
Is it like a 2-year thing
It's
or
a
4-year?
To get your fire science degree, it's a 2-year, but that's if you're going full time and everything. So
Some sort of like test you have to take? Final test? State test?
State boards, yeah. They do like a practical exam
Yeah.
at the school,
Mhm.
and then I got to go to like some third party place to like take the written computer test.
Yeah. Do you have like a potential city you're going to work for already, or how's the job market for that?
For EMT or
Yeah.
for
Well, for whatever you plan on it is you're going to do.
for firefighting, it's competitive.
Hmm.
It's really hard. I tested for Milwaukee and didn't get the spot.
Huh.
And there was 3,000 people in the room taking
Holy
the test
shit.
the same day as me. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a lot of people.
Wow.
And there's people who are qualified, like more than qualified for it, and they just didn't get it because there's so many people.
Wow.
And is it a thing where like you have, and if you live in that county, you have to go for that county?
No.
Oh, you can.
No,
just...
you can. If somebody's if a city's testing, you can go and test for that city.
Nice.
And
I think that used to be a thing where you had to live. At least it was for police officers, where you had to live in Milwaukee County, but it's not a thing anymore. Cool.
Who wants to be a cop in Milwaukee right now? Ugh.
Wants to be a cop at all?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but ugh.
I don't know.
That's
more power to them, though.
You.
That's a job that not a lot of people want.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, exactly.
It's a weird time to be a cop. I can't even imagine.
There's a lot of cops transitioning over to firefighting.
Really?
I'm sure.
Do they have like an advantage, you think? Like preferential treatment?
Probably.
Like
I mean, you work alongside them every day. So.
Wow.
Someone who you knew.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That totally is the case, too, with firefighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that.
All in who you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's that way in the casino business. No, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. We're getting straight trash.
So I would imagine you can be an EMT probably anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the plan is to, after I get my degree, I just go and work for Bell or a private ambulance or something like that.
Mm.
And then go back, get my paramedic, and then,
move up.
Try for fire.
Maybe land a fire station.
Mm-hmm.
Shit. What was I gonna say?
Do they?
What? Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Did they like mentally prepare you for what you could potentially come across? With the EMT stuff, like what you could walk into.
Yes and no. I mean, it's not like they do like a slideshow of like gnarly images.
Yeah.
But it gets graphic.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think that would definitely be something that I wouldn't be able to handle. Like, I feel like I could jump in and help somebody, but I can only do it probably one or two times because that image would like perpetually be stuck in my head.
It takes a fucking strong
I remember
person.
seeing like growing up, like kids getting hurt, and like I can still see that vividly, and I can't take seeing people get hurt.
When I watch skateboarding videos and they fall on their nards, like that hurts my soul.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. I can't watch that shit.
What if I come across a kid at a skate park and his testicles laying on the floor because he fell so hard?
I played football.
My heart would be broken for that kid.
I played football with this guy, and we were doing like end zone routes, and we had those old, the old uprights where it was two poles, and it went straight up. Mm-hmm. So there's two obstacles basically to avoid in the end zone. Well, this guy wasn't paying attention, ran a slant, ran into the pole, and knocked himself out and ruptured a testicle.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Yeah.
Rupturing a testicle.
Yeah. Will your balls ever be the same after that?
I don't know. Does it pop? So it popped?
Something popped? Jesus.
That's fucking gross.
So other than your shoulders completely blowing out, have you had any substantial injuries practicing Muay Thai?
Muay Thai?
Muay Thai?
No, not really.
No?
No, my knees are shit. Like, I'm actually in pretty beat up.
Yeah, that seems to be a common thing, though.
Yeah.
I had a interest in jiu-jitsu for a few weeks. I still do. It's just, I have a lot going on with my music and shit.
No, it doesn't.
No, it seems really cool, but it seems like something you have to practice so much. It would take a significant amount of time.
You definitely have to stay dedicated to it. That's why I have such a little motivation to get back into it, is because I'm so far behind everybody else that has started around the same time as me. Like, these guys are moving up so quick. And if you miss 2 days, you're already just miles behind everybody
and
else.
A lot of the stuff I've seen is like, depending on what level people get, like, people will just want to spar with people, but to beat them, not to necessarily be a partner and help train them, because a lot of it, you're supposed to be like working with them. It's almost like a dance. You're supposed to be like helping each other learn these moves, but it gets to a point where people are just like, I want to spar with you because I know I can beat you, and then I'll beat this guy, and then I'll beat. It's like, so that seems to be an issue, and so especially if you fall behind, you're kind of screwed, I guess. Yeah. Crazy.
Dude, this fucking dog.
What's your deal, bro?
He just wants to get comfortable. He took his bed away.
He's
Sit him down in the bed.
How old is he?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah, he's almost 2.
Little bozo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all right. He's just gonna jump
He's
up again.
a real dog. You have it like a big real dog. He's real too.
Yeah,
Even
dude,
though
you
he's
got some
wee.
giant dogs.
Yeah.
2 dogs?
Well, no, I only have one.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just
Oh.
one.
And then, well, my parents have the really big dog.
Mm.
They always Maya, the
Yeah.
King
The-
Corso. Yeah.
Okay.
And then my roommate Jake, who I live with now, has a pretty. I mean, he's not that big, but he's just a beefcake. He's a pit bull.
Yeah.
American Bulldog pit bull. Actually,
Oh, okay.
his head is like bigger than mine.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
love it.
I know.
Yeah, he's awesome. Though.
She's
He's a big
allergic
baby.
to dogs, so we
Really?
got the most hypoallergenic mutt we could find.
Yeah, he's all right. I still scratch my fucking eyes out sometimes.
But we'd all prefer to have a big beaten dog. Someone can just beat the side of them.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
slap them around, and then they love it.
Isn't it annoying that that's cute? Look at this
He's
mother.
nesting.
He's not nesting. He's like going
He's
insane.
nesting.
I kind of do that sometimes.
Just do windmill kicks in the bed. Try to get the blankets all...
Yeah. Whatever works.
What else you got, babe? Did you write anything down?
No. We went to the doctor. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, we'll
fucking
talk about this. This will be
ridiculousness.
fun for you to hear.
So
I'm excited.
I had to go to the vagina doctor.
But we should give a little backstory.
Babies fall out of my
Yeah.
vagina.
So the last time when I said
That's
we were
it.
doing it for a while and then we stopped the podcast, we stopped because she had a miscarriage. She's really good at having miscarriages.
Yeah.
Like,
I aced
these
it
kids just
every
keep falling
time.
out. Like,
Yeah, well, they're not even kids. They're just
yeah,
beans.
we don't need no abortion
like
clinic. They
wormies.
just fall right out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
went to the doctor to figure out why. And, oh my God. So the doctor's great. My doctor's great. The fucking nurse didn't open her mouth.
First
large
of all,
enough
hold
to
up.
actually understand what the fuck she was saying.
this chick, her scrubs were so tight.
It was fantastic.
Well, I don't
She wasn't even like a fat chick.
know how this works with ladies, so maybe you guys can. Wouldn't
No.
you say something?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If anybody's like, hey,
do these look nice?
do
Hey, I
is
just bought
everything?
these.
Do you need some money for some new scrubs? Because, dude, I'm not even trying to be funny or
Yes.
mean. Like, it was like her scrub sleeve and then her arm, and she wasn't like, she was a thicker gal.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
It
she
looked
wasn't fat.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looked painful.
I was
And then her arm was like,
uncomfortable.
and then her like flesh just popped out, and then her
Yeah.
arm went back into shape, and then her like
Abdomen, her whole
like,
middle
and then like I'm not
section.
trying to like degrade her at all, but it looked so
like, how
uncomfortable.
would you be okay with sitting down like this?
She wasn't,
It's gonna
because
get a
she was
rip.
also,
Yeah,
and then she
was,
came to
like,
the computer
poised.
and was like
Yeah.
in the stool.
Yes. Like, at what point are you like, this is enough? I'm going to Goodwill. I'm finding something.
And it's and I was kind of like, and I feel like this applies to everything now. Just such an overwhelming lack of bedside manner. Like,
yeah.
no enunciation or pronunciation.
No.
Just
That bitch had a
just,
dick in her mouth the entire time she was trying to
Jesus.
talk to me.
She's just mumbly, and like she asked Tony like the same question 2 or 3 times.
She's like, I'm
not
sorry.
paying attention. Yeah. And then complaining, like, oh, my kid calls me 46
okay.
times. Like,
First of all, if you're in an office and you know the patient is there for fertility issues because they can't have a fucking kid, maybe don't complain about your fucking kids.
Yeah.
What a stupid twat.
Yeah, that's
Usually, like,
dumb.
I don't care. Like, say whatever you want. It doesn't affect me about like
Right.
babies.
Was
and
she new?
No, she was. She seemed like she had been
Yeah.
there, and she's like,
been around the block.
I'm a fucking nurse around here. She's talking to everybody. But yeah, she's like, oh, my kids, I'm at school, it's almost out. I gotta deal with my kids.
Oh my God. What are you here for? Fertility? Okay.
What? Babies fall out of your vagina? Nah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fucking don't even do it.
So that was, our
That was the
introduction.
nurse.
Yeah.
And then trying to get the appointment to get my fallopian tube blown out with dye. That fucking
You gotta
bitch.
explain that a little bit.
I only have one
everybody.
tiny soldier.
And this might help
fallopian
Jeff
tube.
too if he ever comes across a gal, injured. I don't know. I'm just trying to make a joke. It's not.
You think he's gonna be able to access her fallopian tube, and that's gonna be the problem that needs to be solved?
Hey, who knows?
Looks like we got a blocked fallopian tube here.
So explain what the doctor sort of explained to you for
Oh.
everybody.
Oh, I don't know how. Okay, so I had this dye test done on my one remaining strong guy fallopian tube, and they shoot dye through it and see if it's blocked. If the dye doesn't come out the other fucking end, then there's an issue.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this guy.
If the dye passes, that means the egg will go down, and then it can implant or whatever. So that was all positive last year.
That was all good, and he wants me to do it again, and if that doesn't work, Nick has to get his semen analyzed.
That's fine.
I'm
fine with that.
You were like, but I have 2 kids.
He's like, it doesn't really matter that I've had 2 kids already. And he's like, well, how many
5
miscarriages have you had? 5?
3.
And then 3 and then 2. So you're,
you fucked that up.
I did.
I was going with it, and you fucked it up.
Start over. Do it again.
Oh, it's not worth it.
So basically, the doctor says my statistics aren't that great.
He's like, yeah.
So I was like, you should get
got 5 pregnancies, 2 kids. Good job.
He did say that's like the last step. Like, and if this doesn't work, then maybe you should go jizz in a cup.
And you're like, I'm fine with it.
So would they have to do some sort of procedure where they basically, he said, there's like a mucus buildup occasionally. So when they check,
people are grossed out by the word mucus.
Mucus isn't a fun word.
Also, me.
Mucus.
Yeah,
I'm moist. So yeah, they do this procedure, and supposedly it clears out the mucus, and that oftentimes will lead to a successful pregnancy.
Yeah.
And it's just from the test.
So we have to get this dye test done, and this bitch at the reception desk is like complaining and just a fucking idiot. And this is totally different. Like, she's not the nurse, she's just the reception lady. And
it'd be like you coming up on some injured person in a car and complaining about the car they were hurt in. You know? Like, dude, this...
Oh, not a Cadillac.
I fucking hate these cars. These things are pieces of... Your mileage must suck. You good?
You good?
Trying to... Yeah, it was ridiculous.
It was just a terrible experience surrounding the great doctor
I feel
experience.
like I just... Maybe it's... like an after or a side effect of me getting a little bit older. I feel like I notice that shit more. People's lack of professionalism, or even to just go anywhere. And it's like people don't know what the fuck they're doing. Mm-hmm. Customer service is just gone. Mm-hmm. You good?
There's fuzzies.
Oh, and I get super impatient with it.
And we're assholes now.
Apparently.
So we're already like sensitive to ignorant people.
Yeah. I have a hair trigger when it comes to being impatient with people. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking about this. It's something I always make a note on. Like in the morning, I'll go to Starbucks and get a coffee or whatever. And one thing that'll just set me off is the fact that when people will order, they won't pull up to the car in front of them all the way. So like, you're like not to the window. Yes. But there's like literally enough room for another fucking car, but they don't pull up, and then they inch. It's like, pull the fuck up to the car. No. And then they're like, hi, I'm going to Starbucks. How can I help you? And I'm like, I'm not at the window yet.
Yeah.
Can I help you?
There yet.
Yes. Oh, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
This is super awkward.
Can I help you?
That's like almost exclusively a Starbucks thing.
Because I don't have... It might be.
And they have like a camera system, so they can see that you're not even at the fucking thing.
But why don't people pull up all the way?
And then they look out the window and see.
Because they're perpetually distracted with. Because you see them and they're like.
Yeah.
No, I've never seen one on their phone.
Are you, the people in the drive-thru?
Oh yeah, the people. Yeah.
No. That's what I'm saying. The people in the drive-thru, they like pull up, like they take their order and then they like, I'm like, you're still at the window.
It's not a problem though. It's not a problem.
I mean, I know it's all relative.
It's not a real problem.
I mean, I don't have any like family members dying or anything. But that's a problem at the time. I can be annoyed with it.
Yeah.
You know.
At the time, it's the absolute worst thing that's going on. I remember when you told me that lady, the Starbucks lady, looked out the window and saw Logan, your 14-year-old, a little dick of a kid, like super sarcastic. Like, he's great, but he will roast you.
He's a little shithead. He's sarcastic, yeah.
I wonder where he gets that from.
Exactly.
I don't know.
And then lady's like, hi.
No, she saw him back there. She's like, hi.
Yeah.
And he's just like, oh my God. And I give him so much shit every day.
Yeah.
But in that situation, the people did pull up forward. So that was a lovely visit.
Oh.
But
it was memorable because she was like, hey.
Kind of along those lines.
Like he's a little kid.
This week, I noticed myself, I had a pretty good week. I have a tendency, I don't want to say that I'm negative, but I just get triggered pretty quickly. Things annoy me.
Yeah.
It's overall
I'm the exact same way.
just people, like, I feel like people are, like, have no common sense and are really dumb.
Yeah.
And it bugs me. It bugs me a lot. So, and my family knows me as I might be a little bit hair trigger, but I was like, you know what, I gotta play it cool. I gotta calm down. There's a lot of good things going on in my life. There's no point in being so aggravated. Well, I did notice myself, while I had a better week, little things, and I was like, man, dude, you're a fucking insane son of a bitch. So, like, when I'm trying to pick a song on Apple Music, and the fucking shit doesn't load, and I realize it's going up to space
rage.
and everything.
You get rage.
But I
angry with technology.
I'm getting frustrated thinking about it. I just want to throw the phone. Like I just want things to work, Jeff. Things just need to work.
But I feel like it is working, and when
it's
I see
not.
you angrily, like that's not going to work.
Here's the thing. How much does that phone cost?
$800.
$800 for it not to work properly.
Thank you.
See,
Thank you. Exactly.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money to pay for something.
I'm a tech dude. I'm a nerd. I like tech.
Damn it! I have no rebuttal for that.
I realize. Yeah, that's a good argument. Thank you, Jeff. I realize this is a fucking more powerful than anything we've sent into space. But if they advertise something a certain way, I just want it to work that way. And when it doesn't, I have a lot of repressed aggression that I want to take out on something or someone. And I noticed myself several times this week kind of losing my shit and then yelling as loud as I can in the car for a moment, and then I'm like, dude, you're insane. You're an insane person.
I like when I'm going to sleep and you're recording music down here and hear fuck, what the fuck, and I'm like, no.
Well, when shit doesn't fucking work, I get it. I get annoyed.
And you angrily slamming on that space bar.
Okay, that's different. That's because when I'm trying to record shit, a lot of people don't realize the process when you record shit. Jeff might be familiar with it. You do it, you fuck it up, you do it again, you fuck it up, you do it again. It's like
300
it's like, fuck.
It's after like 3-4 takes is when you're like, okay, I'm starting to get.
Oh wow. Well, you're a better singer than I am a guitar player, because it's like, take 87 on this one part of a riff, and I'm like, what in the? Why do I even do this? So I apologize for that. I'm sure that gets annoying, but
no, it's kind of amazing.
I guess what I was getting at is, like, do you find
now.
yourself that, like, sometimes that instantly triggered
100%.
by an inanimate object?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or is there one thing that you just cannot fucking stand, or that'll get you every time?
One thing that I can't stand.
I did see a funny Instagram post by you the other day about people in Cudahy and their fucking mufflers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Or lack thereof?
Oh,
is that it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every morning, 6:30? 6:30 in the morning. Every morning. This
So what are
guy
your neighbors?
Yeah. He starts his car up every fucking morning at 6:30. And it like...
And it's like a
'cause it's
fucking
cold.
89 Camry or something.
It's probably like a 95 Taurus. And
Yeah.
because it's cold, it just sits at like probably 3,000 RPM. Just brrr.
Dude, you know
And
what
he
you gotta
just sits
do?
out there.
You gotta just, like 3 o'clock in the morning, get a couple buddies,
No.
just for the sake of your own sanity. Put a fucking muffler on that thing. He just gets up, turns it on, and is just like humming beautifully. And like, what the fuck just happened? It's a miracle.
Isn't it sad that you can't really just go up to dude, like, to his house and say, hey, man, like, I don't mean to be a dick, but is there any possible way
I'm sure he would have
you can look
already
into getting the
if he
fucking
could
muffler
have.
fixed? Because it's fucking noise pollution beyond anything. I don't need to be up, especially because you probably have your alarm set for maybe a half an hour or like 45 minutes later.
Yes.
But that fucking dick wakes you up just enough so it's like, well, I may as well be fucking up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You popped.
I popped, sorry.
Control
There's
your
that.
temper.
There's that temper.
Yeah, see? Yeah, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
100%. I always use those people, or back to the drive-thru,
Oh, God.
the people who they're going through a drive-thru, but their window doesn't work, so they got to pop the door open.
Oh,
And I'm like, I'm like, I always use that as an example for my kids. Like, I'm like, guys, do you think maybe if they saved like 15 or 16 drive-through trips, they could pay for a fucking window motor, which isn't that expensive and it's pretty easy to fix. So don't be that person. Yeah. Don't be the person with bungees holding your fucking trunk down. Don't be the person that can't fucking roll down. Go into the place.
Go into the
go into McDonald's if you can't roll your window.
You gotta
down.
open the door anyway.
Exactly.
Or the people that
sometimes
like
it's faster.
Roll down the back window and they're like, "Hooray!"
Now I haven't seen that in a while.
Seen that one.
But yeah, the fucking propping the door open and then they like pull up to the window and they're like pulled out, and they open the door and their big ass tries to get out, or they drop. It's a fucking disaster.
Big ass.
Fix your car. Yeah. I think it's a indication how your car looks. No offense.
Go on.
No, it's cool. It's cool, man.
What?
His car's
piece of shit.
No,
you have
I got into an accident recently.
No, my car is. Did you?
Yeah, it wasn't my fault.
Oh,
some asshole.
Let's hear the story.
We're going to judge you. Like, I wonder, was it his fucking fault?
No, but this is one of the things that drives me fucking crazy. So I work at the airport, and the car rental people there, they just go in the circular motion all day, swapping cars out. Mm-hmm. So they drive like fucking maniacs.
Nice.
And they get pulled over all the time. It's like, just slow down.
Yeah.
They get pulled over?
All the time.
Do they get tickets, or they get at?
Oh, yeah. And I was leaving work one day. I get out of work at 3:30, and it was probably 3:40, and I got into a car accident. I literally turned off. I turned out of the airport, got a minute down the road.
On Howell?
On Howell, yep. Going north on Howell. And a car rental dude just darts out from behind a car. Like, he couldn't see, but he just decided, I'm just going to go. And then he darted out in front of me, and then I T-boned him into a shuttle bus.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, but now my car looks like an even bigger piece of shit than what it was.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking the whole time, I'm like, I know it's too cold for you to ride your bike, so I wonder what kind of car Jeff has. And I wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't let down.
Did that humble you?
No, I was like, yeah, dude. Well, because he looked like such a, I kind of, Jeff, just like big tough dude, metal, yeah, like could kick some ass, and then he gets out of this like normal, ordinary car. I'm like, yeah, you're
like his door falls out when he opens.
Everything's right with the world. Yeah,
motherfucker. Yeah, you're goddamn right.
Yeah, I have a 2012 Nissan Sentra. It's a bitch car. It's a fucking teenage girl's car. So.
Yeah, but is it all smashed up?
No.
Nope.
It's pristine.
I did. Okay, so here's a life lesson. I did. This will make me sound like a fat ass.
Oh, great.
I did going through a Dunkin' Donuts, rip my mirror off.
That's awesome.
But I
don't have good luck with those mirrors anyways.
But days later, I got it fixed.
That's
I ordered the mirror. I replaced it. I said, this is what we do. We don't drive around with mirrors hanging down. Nope.
Life lessons for the boys.
Yeah, it took me 37 years to get this mentality right. Like, hey, man, you got to take care of your shit. And you got to be good with your money, Yeah. It took me a while.
Well, we realized it. We're just not fixing it yet.
We are. Just be good with your money, Jeff. If I can give you any advice.
Yeah.
Listen to the elder.
Yeah. I'm sure you are.
Right now it's tough.
How's the maggot?
Is
it
running?
good,
actually? Yeah.
Is the maggot your bike?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Only your bikes. Your bikes. I was going to say just bicycle. One. It's not a bicycle.
I only have one.
He just has one bike.
I was going to say bicycle. And then I was like, it's not a fucking bicycle. It's a motorcycle.
It's a hog, right? Is that what they call it?
Sure.
Wait, doesn't hog really refer to like Harleys?
It's a Harley, isn't it?
Well,
it's got a Harley motor.
I wouldn't see a Honda motorcycle out there if there's a Honda motorcycle. I wouldn't see like a crotch rocket out there. Look at his hog.
So like the term hog originated from the Harley owners group. Oh. That's really what it was. So if you see like somebody a hog member, they're a Harley owners group member.
Son of a bitch.
Like road captains and all that kind of thing. Like those are There's a whole
sounds sort of gay, but
little
I don't think
I'm
it's
not
gay.
about that.
No.
I don't like the whole club thing.
Your bike's pretty much like a Harley frame and a Harley engine, and then You like fabricated pretty much everything.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
A bunch of my buddies are still doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get your tank painted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was painted by John Bartles at Walker's Point Tattoo.
I haven't seen it painted.
cool.
I just remember it being like ready to be painted.
So is it
Shit, the last time I saw your bike was at the Blue Ribbon Beer Run like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was like the
Jesus.
First version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
hold on.
What?
Anytime a motorcycle passes by, Nick's like, "Oh, look at me! I'm so fucking cool on my long fucking bike," and he
That's
totally
fine.
rips on him.
I totally understand.
No,
'Cause when I'm not on my
don't
bike, I'm
excuse
kind of
that.
the same way.
Don't excuse
Okay.
that.
So obviously, I am a very insecure dude, obviously, because I make fun of everybody and I give everybody shit. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
It's cool what these guys do with their bikes, you know.
Sure.
That being said, it is fucking sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Retarded.
No, that's not the right word.
Juvenile, I'll say. A lot of these dudes take the baffles out and
Yeah,
are just
my
rocking
bike's-
around here.
My bike's straight piped.
Like why do you need to get up to 50 in a neighborhood as quickly as possible just to be loud? Like, can't hear my bike, man. I'm just saying. It's like, you can hear me? You can hear my bike? Like, I get it, man.
In a
get it.
neighborhood, nah.
We get it, but it's everywhere.
through a tunnel?
Jeffrey.
But
It's
through a tunnel?
everywhere.
That'd
Through
be
a tunnel,
fun.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It is probably safe to say that if I had a bike and I was going through a tunnel, I would probably actually do all the things that I say
You
are
would absolutely
annoying.
do
I
all
would be
that shit.
weaving.
You know, maybe some of that aggression would go away.
Maybe I need a
Be
hog.
loud, be obnoxious, and
Yeah.
have fun. You know.
I
Why
have too many.
worry? Why worry
I
about
have
shit?
too many expensive hobbies as it is.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
The
that's
bike,
not-
if ever there's
that's
a bike purchased in this household, it's going to be my bike.
Yeah, she's been wanting a bike for years.
She's been wanting a bike since she was able to say like Harley
What do
or
you want?
anything.
What you want?
Yeah,
Harley?
yeah. Just because it's been so ingrained in me from my family. Like my uncle used to come pick me up when I was young. He'd be like, "Hey, you could totally come out and play," and he'd take me for rides.
Mhm.
But it was an eye opener. My other uncle has really high pegs on his,
Mhm.
and it's very awkward being behind him and his long hair flapping me in the face all the way up to Sheboygan, and my tiny little 10-year-old ass was numb and my legs were numb from having them so high.
Yeah.
But I still want that for myself. I want that.
What do you do at the airport?
I do like grounds maintenance.
No, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It's, yeah.
Is it hard work?
It can be.
It's nasty, I bet.
Sometimes.
You probably have like several different types of cancer from all that jet fuel.
Probably.
Yeah,
Probably.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nolly's got
It's-
a new best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore this.
If
What's happening
there's
back
dogs
here?
around, she's
No, that's
she's all about
fantastic. Could you just come over every Saturday when we do this? Thank you.
Yeah, keeping him occupied instead of having me whine like a bitch at
Oh
him.
my
Sit
god.
down! That was embarrassing. That's why I left it in, though. So I'm like, teach myself a fucking lesson.
There you
I'm
go.
gonna be a tough man.
Do you get all like the perks of working at the airport? Like,
Nope.
are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, nothing. You
That's-
have to work directly for
An airline.
An
an
Airline.
airlines. I don't even know if TSA gets it.
I don't think so. I had a friend that worked for TSA.
Yeah, I think you
Well,
have
that's
to
maybe
work.
why they're so angry and rude.
She was awesome. She was the taller Tony. Her name was Tony, and she was.
Oh, I remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her last name was Purgatory. She was fucking awesome. She's like straight from Detroit. She moved back there though.
Yeah.
Dude, she was everything I wanted.
There's
to be.
another set of people that are just like miserable and hate life. I don't know when the last time you man, if you fly, that's gotta suck too. You're even taller than I am.
Oh, TSA people?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
They're
like
terrible.
Detroit people? I don't know.
Detroiters too.
Detroiters.
They're just fucking rude. Terrible.
I've never had an issue with somebody being rude.
Well, they just talk to you like you're an idiot.
Unless you're extremely pleasant. And then you have no problems. And then
Maybe
they
so.
give you
I
hugs
must be the
because
problem.
you're so nice.
No.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I wish I would get a hug. I love hugs.
So what else you got going on?
Just focusing on school.
Yeah.
Yeah, focusing on school and
Was there a gap after high school to when you started?
Yeah.
A pretty long gap?
I had no intentions on going to college.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to tour in a band and play music and do that whole thing.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah. And then, reality set in.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How intimidating was it? Like, okay, I have to do this school thing. Have I been gone too long that I'm going to have to like relearn how to do this?
At that point, I was excited.
Oh, okay.
Because I quit the band and then, I was just working bullshit jobs. And I was like, okay, I got to do something real. So.
Do you, awesome. As far as the band goes, do you wish you guys were doing more?
Yeah.
Yeah? You still have that?
Yeah, I'll always have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That fucking feeling
that music bug doesn't leave you,
No.
Huh?
Playing live.
No.
Playing live, there's like something about playing live that
Absolutely.
if you've done it once, like it never goes away. And I get like, I'm getting excited thinking about it.
You keep talking about this. Oh, I'm in a band again. But it's like...
It was some of the, like...
You won't when I was in a band.
Well, it's a commitment.
No, I think it's a creative thing. Like you don't want to.
Part of it is I've been doing this bullshit basement thing so long, writing all this stuff on my own. I haven't had anybody else to say like, I don't know if I like that, or maybe we should do this. So that would be something I'd have to get used to. Yeah. But it would also be. I'd stand to like gain from having other people's input.
I think so.
Doing it all yourself is tough, but
thing.
But that's also like it's a plus and a negative. You think I spend a lot of money now on shit? I don't have no live rig, so like it's a bit of an investment.
Yeah.
You can't just take one of those speakers or something.
No. The other thing is you don't make any money.
Well, no, it's not about the money. Is it?
But it costs. Like you got.
Well, any hobby costs.
You
money.
need to get to the venue. You're not making. Yeah, it's like it's all. You basically pay to be in a band, and especially like, and I don't know how the scene is now, and I know you guys aren't all that active, but when I was in it, it wasn't spectacular, it's very much everyone against everyone, which is kind of unfortunate. What? It was unfortunate. I was in a melodic hardcore band. So we played with a lot of hardcore bands, and it seemed like that with the group of bands that we would play with. It was everyone said they were going to do one of them a favor, but things were never reciprocated. And it was.
Weren't you in a tribute band too?
That was after.
What was it?
I was in a Grateful Dead cover band.
Tight.
It was actually badass because I played with some older dudes, and
that's cool.
You
probably learned a lot.
I did. I would have never fucking. What are you eating? Oh, at least it's not the one covered in your blood.
Yeah.
You could feed him that too. We haven't given him human blood in a while. Well, what was I saying?
Your old men.
Oh yeah, I played shit that I would have never. Yeah, shitty microphone cable down there. I played songs I would have never like just gone out and learned myself. So it was cool. I liked that. But I played bass in the metal band, and I play guitar
for the
primarily.
Dead band.
No, I played bass in that too.
Oh,
just saying it. I would love to do it. I would feel a little guilty about the time investment, but if the right opportunity came up, I would do it, I think.
That's kind of the cool thing about, like, the internet and everything now, though, because, like, when I was in Macabre, they were from Two Rivers at the time.
Oh. Yeah.
So I was down here.
Yeah.
And they would just send me songs on YouTube.
See, that is cool. Yeah. You meet up and meet at the fucking show and whatever. Yeah. I mean, it's good to rehearse with the band, but yeah, you can get away with a lot as far as.
So, okay, let's say you put your, singing behind the music they send you, and then you're like, oh, I'm really proud of this, and then you send it back to them. They're like, we don't really like it. Do you get triggered automatically?
No. Well, we never did it that way. It was always, they would send me something, I'd write lyrics to it, I'd throw patterns to it, and then I'd just go up there, and then I would just they'd start playing the song, and then I would just do it.
Yeah.
And I think I don't know, maybe that.
Most of the time,
like, hearing it like right away, like live, maybe that kind of helped.
And I think most of the time, and I've heard you guys' shit, and you're fucking amazing vocalist, metal vocalist.
Yeah, really
so
pretty
brutal.
voice.
I think, the point I was getting at, I'm trying to kiss your ass. Like, if somebody is good at it, like,
people aren't going to question.
Yeah, like, I mean, there's a clear distinction between a good metal vocalist and one who sucks. Generally, if you're questioning what your guy's doing, it's for a good reason.
That's funny because I'm always questioning myself. I'm always asking, is this good? Is this cool?
Yeah.
No, absolute. I mean,
and they're always just like, yeah. I'm like, no input, nothing.
Yeah,
it almost pissed me off a little bit.
As far as I'm concerned, everything I've ever written is shit. So I know the feeling. Yeah.
Maybe they're too intimidated. Like, well, we don't really know enough about it to be able to criticize.
Yeah, but there's little nuances that can make or break a part, And if I don't do something that
I'm not afraid
right there that could be done,
right?
I'd want to hear about it. I don't want,
I'm not afraid to tell somebody if I don't like what they're playing.
You're not afraid to tell anybody anything if you don't like about anything.
That's good. That's a really good quality.
Is it good?
Absolutely.
You have to be able to say it with tact.
It's 100% good quality.
But there's tact behind
it.
It's the approach.
Yeah. So
be honest.
In a relationship, it's different because we've had this discussion where I'm so blunt and I'm so sarcastic that I've asked her, I'm like, would you prefer that I sugarcoated it? And she would say, yes, I would.
Sometimes. Because he can be a little bit harsh sometimes.
The truth, oftentimes, when you lack tact at times, sounds like you're just being mean.
Yeah.
And I find, especially in my everyday dealing with people at work, seems to be the worst. Like, a situation is a situation, and I can compartmentalize that, and if I'm annoyed with you or frustrated with something you did, it's just that, and then we're done. But other people take that personally, Like, if I'm criticizing your work because it leads to me having to do more work, it's not a personal attack. I would never dream of going through my day and creating more work for somebody. I would feel like shit, and I would want to know if I was. So when I call people out, it's Nick being an asshole. And I run into that more often than not, is my bluntness. And I wasn't always this way. I think it was years of not being this, almost the opposite. And then I was in a real bad relationship, and I kind of like something broke, and then I was never the same again. But it is good. I think it's good. I think if more people like that, things would be different in the world. Yeah. But it also comes with its own set of headache.
I'm too concerned about people's feelings.
Yeah.
So
that's her character flaw. What's your character flaw, Jeff?
My character flaw. Oh, man.
That's not a real question.
No. It isn't.
I think
it can be. I'm
very impatient. Very impatient.
I probably share that.
When I drive, I am. That's about it.
I just want what I want. I want it now.
Yeah.
I want it all.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think working at the casino, where I run into such trash on a daily basis, but you can't say too much, and the people that I work with, and the different cultures and the different ages, it's
I
like
couldn't do what you do.
have to sugarcoat it so somebody's gonna get offended
right there
at something.
You. Working at the airport,
yeah,
you see all kinds of Oh man.
So do you have to deal with people?
Yes.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, I used to shuttle drive there.
Holy
man.
Fuck.
For that specific reason, I couldn't be fake anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I was getting to the point where I was going to start saying something and I don't want to get fired.
Yeah.
Right,
so I was
right.
like, I'll just go do,
something else.
I'll just go be a maintenance guy and I'll go do things by myself all day, But I still have to have, I still have to help people out here and there. And people who don't remember where they parked their car. And I have to go drive them around.
That's got to be a normal thing.
It is.
That's terrible.
It's like,
old people.
You got a smartphone. Everybody has a smartphone. Take it out.
You can see it like switch. Like you can see us like, like just
take your smartphone out. Go to the camera.
Drop a pin.
Take a picture.
Oh, see,
where you're
even
at.
better. Even better.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, you
That's
really
common
have
sense.
no idea
Yeah.
So I have to come and get you and drive you around.
People do that at my work too. They forget what table they were playing on and where their money is.
People shit in the parking structure too.
Come on.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, they
Like,
do. There's
fucking mad poopers running loose.
I mean, I get it, but
I get it.
like-
I don't get it.
I mean, okay. If
are they
it's-
street
When's the
bums?
last time you shat outside, bro?
Never,
Because
never actually.
I have fantasies of being in a situation where I can poop outside.
But
but I've
this
never
is a
done it.
fantasy? You want to use that
it'd be
word?
a cool. The coolest place I've pooped is in somebody's cat box. But
Really?
yeah, that
Like
was a
the-
fuck. Yeah,
That's awesome.
as a joke. Yeah, I shat in somebody's cat box. Yeah,
That's so.
and
good.
didn't ever say anything. It'd never been spoken of.
They probably took his cat to the vet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man,
I don't know.
man, what the hell, Fluffy? Yeah,
Yeah, they told me I had to go clean it up one time, and I'm not cleaning that
Really?
up.
what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like a small diarrhea shit with
God.
with a single, look, maybe 4 squares of toilet paper just stuck in the middle of it.
Where did they get the teepee?
Like with fingerprints? Like
No,
They,
Oh.
they
It was like right
pressed
up
it
against. It
into
was
it.
like right up against one of the support beams. So it's like obviously they leaned up against it, took a shit, wiped their butt with whatever they had in the car.
you have to have zero self-respect.
Or, I mean, I feel for Jeff being presented with that situation, but imagine how desperate the person must have been to like,
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
squat by this fucking
No,
pole.
I've never ran into that situation where I had to emergency shit wherever I was.
Well, that's another
It's
thing.
okay.
I
Though.
make
With
it.
the-
Fine.
That's another thing with the airport. People are so frantic to get to
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking plane on time. It's like, calm down.
I think
You're gonna be fine.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Calm down.
I think I would probably opt to just poop in my pants.
Eh.
I don't know.
I don't.
I don't
I've
know that
never
I
run
could just
into
drop
that.
trow and like
just let
lay
loose.
waste. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I would. I feel like I know my body pretty well, and I do. I have some stomach issues time to time. I think I got a good read on when I'm about to shit. So
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
like you got to know what's
You
going
get real
on.
farty.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I just get like cramps. You know.
Oh, when you're talking like you get cramps every shit?
No.
Like a code red.
Oh, yeah,
there's
yeah,
like
yeah.
different degree. Yes,
Code
exactly.
brown.
There's different degrees. Like
Different
hey,
waves.
You're like-
waves.
Oh
you know?
yeah.
I mean, and
You
I
like
have
the
no
poop
shame at
sweats?
work either. If
I
I'm
get
doing,
poop sweats sometimes.
if I'm working with somebody at work, and I had my gallbladder removed a few years ago, so like certain things will trigger it. I eat pretty well, but every once in a while I get
Get
whatever.
crazy.
Yeah, it gets nuts, and I'll be like working with somebody, but I have to go poop. If I don't leave now, we're gonna have an issue. So I just go.
I've
But
never
I can read.
had that.
Really?
No. Where it just sneaks up on you like there's always a buildup like, oh, I'm having a situation arise here. I'm good for another
No, I
half
have
hour.
some sneak attacks, and I have probably minutes
Yeah.
to get somewhere.
Are you
I
serious?
kind of had a sneak attack today, actually.
We were going to ask how your
A little
last
bit.
poop was.
Yeah.
We talk about poop a lot on here,
Yeah.
so we're going to ask.
Not
Sneak
enough
attack?
people speak about, like, everybody
Yeah.
tries to avoid the
There's
poop
a
talk.
stigma-
And I actually like to
stigma
bring up
behind
girls
poops.
pooping a lot,
Yeah.
'Cause
especially
we
like
do
when you're like,
puke.
dude, look at the ass
Puke.
on that chick. And I'll be like, dude, I bet she just took a mean
No,
shit
that's
today.
my
Just
thing.
a growler.
That's my thing.
Growler.
That's when like at work there'll be these chicks with these like big fat asses that all these guys are like, oh my god, I'd tear that up. I'm like, she shits so bad sometimes. Like she's got
Especially a period
squirty
shit.
Oh yeah, the first shit after your period starts, awful. It's like a
Such a
drunk
lady,
shit.
babe. You're
It's like
such a
alcohol
lady.
shit. It's like
Oh, God.
yeah, that day after you had like a alcohol bender, and then you take that shit, and it's the worst thing you've smelled in your life. Sometimes that first period shit,
I don't mean to put her
Awful.
on, what's the word? Put you on,
a poop pedestal.
no.
Put that pussy on a pedestal.
No, when you call somebody out. I'm trying-
Blast.
On
Thank you.
blast.
I don't mean to
Oh.
put you on blast, babe, but I feel like Tony's poops outsmell my poops
Okay.
easily.
You always are gonna like favor your own flavor.
No. I can recognize that I can take some smelly shits, but as a lady,
Yours leak out into the rest of the house.
yours smell like a chemical, though.
I don't know how that's possible.
I don't know either, but
Chemical.
like, do you guys fart and poop around each other?
No.
Are you guys at that stage?
Poop, yes, but
But the farts, we're ladies. We don't do
she
that.
hasn't. Yeah,
You
she
hold your
hasn't
farts.
I walk into another room.
She.
Sometimes.
Wait, how long have we been together?
7 years this month.
7 years. I would say in the last year and a half to 2 years, she's finally got to the point where she will occasionally let one out around
Hold
me.
on. But it's not like a flappy fart where it's like pop, 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 like that kind. It's going to be like, I'm going to adjust my ass on the seat so just air leaks. And then it's going to sneak up on him.
but
And be
here's-
like, what the fuck? Did you just fart?
But here's the
And
thing:
then I'm,
she'll
like, really
she'll be in
cute
such
about it.
agonizing pain
Oh, you'll
that I'm
hear
like,
it
oh,
in the
just-
stomach.
yeah, you can hear her like, what's happening? She's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, just fart.
I'm like, no,
just fart.
I'm a lady.
But then she does, and it's like, fucking,
Hiroshima.
And then you just
300-pound
you
dude.
Said that.
Well, it's just like, god damn, how much has that been building up?
7 years.
It's insane. Like, so I
Well,
was like, I always find
my
it cute
ex-
that she feels like she needs to.
My ex would never fart in front of me either.
You
And
guys
we were
are
together
dumb.
8 years. So it just wasn't a thing. So when I met you and then I'm getting blown away by
She's
you
not
and
showing him
your
enough
two
attention.
kids.
He's getting
I know.
really frustrated over there.
And I'm getting blown away by you and your 2 teenage boys. I mean,
Oh, please.
sometimes you just end up not caring.
Yeah.
Or like in bed when we're being silly and we're laughing a lot. And then it'll get quiet.
She'll start
And then I'll just be like,
farting and then laugh
Yeah.
because she's farting, and then it'll be like she's going on with her for like and I'm like, oh my
Those are
god,
the
babe.
best.
Yeah, she's like,
and then that just, I will die.
Yeah.
I'll like have to take my inhaler because my asthma will kick in because I'm laughing so hard.
Mhm.
Those are really good memories
Yeah.
to build.
They're
yeah,
good.
They're good memories. Just sneak attack him one time in bed.
Just trying to lift him.
Oh yeah. He's like, what just happened? You're
Yeah.
fine. Oh my god. That's
Oh
not even
my
the dog.
Lord.
We have a lint roller. That's not even the dog. That's
Oh.
just a blanket.
Here's a question.
yeah.
You guys ever fart your own eyes open from sleeping?
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Because
for a while
I get scared
there,
he hears it.
she was like,
I'm like, oh fuck.
she
you
was
heard
a
that, didn't
sleep
you?
farter for a while. She wouldn't.
was.
She would. This is before she started occasionally letting go. She would be sleeping out here like, "Burp." I'm like, this bitch just fart.
Yeah, but it was
Like,
really
she's
cute.
farting right now.
That sounds like a cute fart. Like, oh, a little cute thing. No?
I don't know that I fart in my sleep. Do I?
No.
No.
Because you let it out throughout the day, so it has nothing. You have nothing in there.
Like if there's any.
My favorite thing is when we're like outside and then we get in the car and you wait till you close the door. And you're like, "Brr, I farted. You're like, why? Why would you hotbox me? That's so
'cause I care.
rude and inconsiderate. That's not caring. Caring
wanna-
is not sharing all the time.
Did that dude just run upstairs?
Mm-mm.
I think he did.
Here you go.
Oh, I didn't even hear the bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, I heard it.
This poor woman is covered in fuzz.
That's alright. I was before you.
That's what you get for being so brutal and wearing black all the time.
Crucial taunt.
Oh, that movie came out before they were born.
Did it?
No, I don't know.
I think that
No.
actually came out the year I was born.
Oh my god. I was like, I don't
I
know how to
think-
relate to somebody this young.
I never.
Just talking about poop and farts.
Wayne's World. I think
Yeah.
it came out in 91.
Yeah.
92 maybe.
Before then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm older.
Nice. I don't ever feel my age until I get around people that are younger than me. Then I realize I'm way too immature and far too old to be acting the way I act.
I work with a lot of young people and I just, oh god, it disgusts me sometimes.
But I don't feel like I'm old.
I feel
No.
like I'm old. Because I work with these girls and I'm like, God, was I
Well,
like
if that's
that?
the case, then I feel old.
Yeah.
Yeah, you work with 18-year-olds.
I go to school with them.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll tell this story and then we can wrap it up. I did start school at the beginning of this semester because I'm like, you know what? I need a change. I wasn't sure what's going to happen at my current job. You know, I want to move up. If I'm stuck too long, I get a little impatient. And I'm like, I need to do something different. I want to be my own boss at some point, whatever that means. So I went to go to school. I was going to go for welding. So I started going. And I think I lasted a week. Now, why, you may ask, is because the caliber of these dudes.
Oh, you were so triggered.
The simple, basic instruction given by the professors, the teachers. Every time they said something, they complained about it.
Oh yeah.
What? One of the teachers, just as a ridiculous example, was like, I just don't want any food or drink in here, because inevitably something will happen and it'll spill, and it's just a lot easier if nobody has anything in. You can be in here for an hour and a half and not have anything to drink. People bitched, like openly complained. There was a discussion in the class about it, and I'm like, you motherfuckers are like going to go out into the workforce, or like are already in the workforce.
Yeah.
And the other thing was, there was a couple dudes, and a lot of my family has served in the military, so I have a lot of respect, but these two dudes at every opportunity felt like they needed to use their service as some sort of reminder that they, like, well, I didn't even get treated like this in the service. Like it was 3 days of these people bitching, and I'm like, I cannot be around these people. And I withdrew. I couldn't stand it.
They won.
They did. My heart probably wasn't totally in it, but I was just, I don't want to work with any of these dudes. I don't even want to spend another year and a half with these motherfuckers. And it just goes back to what we were saying earlier, like the caliber of person just seems to be just diminishing.
At work, they were talking about how they have to have special training for management on how to manage millennials. And I really don't like that word, millennials. I don't like it. Yeah. But they have actual training because the generation that's coming now, you can't just say something and that be
you can't
the
just
word.
Tell them what to do and expect them to do it.
You have to explain why for everything. And I was like, what? Because that's so backwards from what I was always taught. It was like, you do whatever your supervisor says, you don't question it until you get away from the situation, and then you can bring it up. Otherwise, it's like huge trouble for you. And these kids, that's true though. Well, I say kids, but technically, I don't know. Technically, I'm supposed to be one too. Fuck, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't give a shit that you need to be told why. Just fucking do it. Just realize that I'm not going to stick you in some situation, just leave you in some situation that's bad. You have to trust in your higher ups, and I shouldn't have to tell you why at the time. And there shouldn't be a discussion at the time.
So you guys are kind of like the age of a lot of these pieces of shit. So to some degree, I would think it would be even more frustrating.
It is.
For, like, you seem to have your head on straight, you're going to school, whatever. I mean,
trying.
Yeah.
Just the simple act of trying.
Yeah, trying.
Exactly. Exactly. Realizing that if something's going to happen, I need to make it happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, and I guess it's probably unfair to speak in generalities, but like to realize that most people aren't like that. Like, dude, these are my peers.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine how frustrating it must be, because it's frustrating for me.
Like, where are we going to be in 20 years kind of thing?
I mean, I'm sure every generation says that,
Yeah.
Where are we going to be? We're going to be dead.
This next generation's going to...
Nuked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I tell my kids, like, you guys got it easy, because if you have any sort of brain on your head and any sort of drive, you're going to fucking rule the world, because you got a bunch of people that don't want to put any effort in. So, yeah. That's me sounding like an old man.
That's the truth.
Old.
That's the truth.
Yeah. Well... Jeffrey, thank you for coming on
Thank you
our
so
little
much.
podcast.
Thanks for having me.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And if you want to come back on and talk about how much everything annoys you.
Or your daily poop.
Yeah.
Or poop. We can, yeah.
Or if you have a show coming up, and then we can let everybody know you have a show coming up.
If you ever have anything you want to.
Yeah. We'll unfortunately, nothing right now.
Hopefully
soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
We'll tell all 26 people what's going on.
Hey, it was 12 earlier.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, but we doubled, so.
That's pretty good.
Over.
Yeah.
Math.
That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
I gotta open this now.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Working out the kinks.
Okay. We good?
Yeah.
What do we say at the end?
Oh, God. Love you, babe.
Love you, babe. Oops. Amateur.
Failed.
Oh, I failed again. Whatever. That's fine.
That was awful.
Yeah. That's it. That's our little podcast.
That is it.
Cool.
Oh, my poor ear.